Good day, my adoring fans. This video will be rather different compared to the other videos where I play silly games. In this one, I will be simulating the Hunger Games. I know there are other people out there who've done this, but what makes mine any different? Well, for one, it's SpongeBob, and it has 48 characters. 48! I put in as many characters as possible. A special thanks to the Encyclopedia SpongeBobia. They deliver all sorts of juicy SpongeBob information. There will be 12 districts with 4 characters each, while the first 11 districts will be actual SpongeBob characters. The 12th district will consist of meme characters. Well, 2 of them, the other 2 is going to be the Alaskan Bullworm and Fred, the My Leg guy. And so, without further delay, let the ultimate SpongeBob SquarePants Hunger Games begin! The Bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. SpongeBob runs away from the cornucopia. Classic SpongeBob. Alaskan Bullworm finds a bag full of explosives. Oh dear. Man Ray runs into the cornucopia and hides. Squilliam runs from the cornucopia. That coward. Larry runs from the cornucopia. Chocolate takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Oh, that guy's really looking for some chocolate. Margaret is unable to convince Gary to not kill her? Oh god, what a betrayal. Margaret is SpongeBob's mother. Frenchie snatches a pair of sais, I don't know how you pronounce it. The magic conch shell falls into a frozen lake and drowns? Yeah, that's what you get, magic conch shell. You didn't let me eat any food. Mother finds a bag of explosives. Oh dear mother, what are you gonna do with those? The anchovies grab a shovel. Well, what matters is that those dastardly meepers don't get anywhere near me. King Neptune finds a backpack full of camping equipment. I'm sorry, I thought he was the god of the sea. What would god of the sea need a backpack of camping equipment for? Camping? Harold stays at the cornucopia for resources, and Fred runs away from the cornucopia, probably to break his leg. Bubble Buddy and Realistic Fish had run away from the cornucopia. I'm sorry, I think the correct term is float away and flop away from the cornucopia. Captain grabs a jar of fishing bait while Barnacle Boy gets fishing gear. Why are those 2 fishing? I guess it makes sense since they're both humans and they are in the Hunger Games against fish. Rock Bottomite runs away from the cornucopia, Kevin finds a canteen full of water, and David Hasselhoff gathers as much food as he can. Hasselhoff for the win! Staying nutritious! Yeah! Old Man Jenkins, Dirty Bubble, and Grandma SquarePants run away from the cornucopia. Mr. Krabs runs away from the cornucopia. Mindy snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Patchy, Potty, Goofy Goober, and Plankton share everything they've gathered before running. Wow, that's quite a team. And in an amazing turn of events, Rube takes a handful of throwing knives. SpongeBob Costume grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Mrs. Puff gets fishing gear. Looks like they're fishing as well. That doesn't make any sense. They're fish. And a hash-slinging slasher runs away from the cornucopia. Not that guy. Sandy runs away from the cornucopia. I'm sorry. Me and Mermaid Man fish as well? Why is everyone fishing? They are aware that this is straight up cannibalism, right? Even I should know that. Shame on me. The Flying Dutchman takes a handful of throwing knives as well. Perch, Perkins, and Jellyfish fight for a bag. Jellyfish gives up and retreats. All's in the bag. Jellyfish jelly. Betsy runs away from the cornucopia, and Handsome Me also runs away from the cornucopia. I'm rooting for him too. Karen bashes Bubble Bass's head against a rock several times. Oh god, Karen, that is brutal. Pearl rips a mace out of Patrick's hands, and Hans finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. I'm no archer, but I'm pretty sure you need 2 Hans to be able to shoot an arrow. Okay, 5 minutes have passed and it's only day 1, so I better speed things up. Kevin searches for a water source. Potty, Mermaid Man, and Harold hunt for other tributes. Squilliam throws a knife into Patchy's head. Oh, I wish it was the other way around. I hate Squilliam. And boy, SpongeBob's gonna be pissed. Patrick is SpongeBob's biggest fan. SpongeBob costume fishes. Mrs. Puff attacks Mindy, but she manages to escape. Man tends to the Alaskan bullworm's wounds. Wow, 2 antagonists working together. King Neptune constructs a shack. Why is the god of the sea doing these weird stuff? Bubble Buddy injures himself. Well, shouldn't he die? Like, wouldn't he pop if he injures himself? And Rock Bottomite tends to Mr. Krabs' wounds. Mr. Krabs probably bribed him. Gary makes a slingshot? How? He doesn't even have arms. Birch Perkins hunts for other tributes and Pearl receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Probably Mr. Krabs stealing food again during that growth spout. Plankton thinks about home. What, the chum bucket? Patrick discovers a river, and Realistic Fishhead defeats Flying Dutchman in a fight? Wow, that's impressive. And he spares his life, though the Flying Dutchman is already dead. I'm surprised Fred didn't break his leg yet. And Hans and Frenchie hunt for other tributes. Betsy tries to spearfish with a trident. Who is she, the new King Neptune? And why are people still fishing? Karen attacks Jellyfish, but he manages to escape. What, is she gonna try to bash his head with a rock? And Rube fishes as well! Why is everyone fishing? Dirty Bubble injures himself. Okay, he's a bubble. He should pop. And Handsome Squidward, Sandy, David Hasselhoff, and Grandma SquarePants raid Old Man Jenkins' camp while he's hunting? Who the hell raids an elderly man? Ooh, lucky me, I make a wooden spear. SpongeBob chases Captain. I guess he's fed up with him always asking who lives in a pineapple under the sea. And Chocolate travels to higher ground. Rest in peace, these 4 people. And so night 1 begins. Anchovies, Pearl, Squilliam, and King Neptune tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Perhaps about the hash-slinging slasher. The chocolate guy fends off the Flying Dutchman, Betsy, and Man Ray away from his fire. He must have been repeatedly screaming, "Chocolate!" SpongeBob costume loses sight of where he is. Well, he is wearing that dumb costume. Yeah, I received medical supplies, yay! Mrs. Puff begs Mr. Krabs to kill her. He refuses. Couple goals, I guess? And Larry tends to Bubble Buddy's wounds. Okay, I'm pretty sure if a bubble has even a single prick, it should pop! Harold shoots an arrow at Birch Perkins but misses and kills Mindy instead. Well, Neptune's gonna be pissed. And now it is day 2 as David Hasselhoff tends to SpongeBob's wounds. What a Chad. Barnacle Boy chases Dirty Bubble. Why does that make so much sense? Oh, and Mermaid Man makes a slingshot to use against evil. SpongeBob costume is unable to convince Captain not to kill him. Oh no, actually, oh yes. Kevin sets an explosive off, killing the Alaskan bullworm and Grandma SquarePants. How did he do that? Mrs. Tentacles cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Mother, no! King Neptune dies trying to escape the arena. How does a god die trying to escape an arena? Handsome Me attacks Larry, but Larry's not a she, manages to escape. 2 Chads fighting, I guess. Gary, Fred, Karen, and Hans raid Squilliam's camp. Yeah! Take that, you snooty piece of garbage! More people died. Chocolate guy dies of dysentery. Well, I guess he ate way too much chocolate. Larry tries to sing herself to sleep. Why are they referring to Larry as a her? And why is everyone sleeping in shifts? Harold loses sight of where he is and Anchovy receives clean water. How do you receive clean water when there's water everywhere? Fred throws a knife into Kevin's chest and Barnacle Boy accidentally steps on a landmine. Oh, I could already picture that in my head. Frenchie, Plankton, and Squilliam cheerfully sing songs together. Pearl tends to her wounds, and Karen destroys Perch Perkins' supplies, which would probably just consist of his camera and mic. I defeat Sandy in a fight but spare her life. I defeated Sandy in a fight? Wow! Hooray for me! Superior amongst all! Sandy tries to spearfish with a trident? I knew I should have killed her. For shame. And SpongeBob accidentally detonates on a landmine while trying to arm it. That moron. And he's finally dead. Yeah! Old Man Jenkins constructs a shack. Classic Jenkins. Hash-slinging Slasher defeats Rock Bottomite in a fight but spares his life. Well, that's new. And Patrick tends to realistic Fishhead's wounds. Perch Perkins poisons Larry's drink. She drinks it and dies. Why? This is the third time Larry has been referred to as a she. And I know he's not a she, nor does he identify as a she, because he doesn't even wear a shirt. Captain kills Squilliam for his supplies. Yes! This day couldn't get any better. Thank you, Captain. Thank you. And Anchovies fishes. What the hell? Dirty Bubble travels to higher ground. Well, here's a bubble. And Bubble Buddy dies. The Flying Dutchman picks flowers. Handsome Squidward receives clean water. Doesn't make sense, but thank you, I guess. And Rube scares Karen off. Well, I'd also be scared if a man went to my bathroom and took pictures. I question my sanity. Oh, please, I question my sanity every day. And Gary picks flowers. 4 people died, including SpongeBob and Squilliam, hooray. Patrick destroys Mermaid Man's supplies while he's asleep. Well, that's pretty mean, Patrick. Gary tries to sing himself to sleep, and Goofy Goober defeats Plankton in a fight but spares his life. Well, Plankton is small. Okay, day 4. Karen dies from hunger, but she's a computer. Well, maybe in this case it's low battery. I collect fruit from a tree, and Handsome Me steals from jellyfish. Plankton receives explosives from an unknown sponsor. Oh no. And Mermaid Man throws a knife into Sandy's chest. Sandy wasn't even evil. Well, I don't really like her, but still. Fred pushes David Hasselhoff off a cliff during a knife fight. No, David Hasselhoff. And Perch Perkins bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Realistic Fishhead sprains his ankle running away from Dirty Bubble. But he doesn't even have an ankle. And Hans begs for Rube to kill him. He refuses, keeping Hans alive. Betsy dies trying to escape the arena. Frenchie receives medical supplies, and the Flying Dutchman attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. What? That does not make any sense! For starters, he's a ghost. He's already dead. And second of all, how do you fall to your death, Flying Dutchman? Your name is the Flying Dutchman! Flying! Oh my god! Oh, boo-hoo, more people died. It's the nighttime. Me and Putty huddle for warmth. Well, that's weird. Mr. Krabs receives fresh Krabby Patties. Goofy Goober convinces Dirty Bubble not to kill him, only to kill him instead. Wow, Goofy Goober, what a move. Jellyfish and Realistic Fishhead receive hatchets from unknown sponsors. Day 5. Patrick questions his sanity. Wow, I didn't know Patrick was sane. And I scare Handsome Squidward off. Wow, Handsome Squidward must have been scared by his ugly self. Mermaid Man bleeds out, Jellyfish explodes Harold, and Pearl, Man Ray, and Captain start fighting. Man Ray runs away and Pearl kills Captain. Wow, that's a lot of deaths. Gary convinces Mrs. Puff to not kill him only to kill her instead. Wow, Gary, you did the same thing. And all of these ding-dongs hunt for other tributes. And one small parrot can single-handedly construct a shack. Pearl convinces Patrick to snuggle with her. Patrick, don't do that. She's Mr. Krabs' daughter. And I stab a jellyfish with a tree branch. Hooray me. Fred and Anchovies track down and kill Hash-slinging Slasher. Good. I hate that guy. Anchovies tries to spearfish with a trident. Okay, is it me or is it Anchovies who's doing the most fishing right now? Oh my goodness. Rube falls into a pit and dies. What an amazingly tragic death. Oh boo-hoo. Handsome Squidward is awoken by nightmares. Were the nightmares about being ugly? Gary questions his sanity, and I overpower Party, killing him. Yeah, I am on a roll. Plankton goes to sleep and Mr. Krabs kills Patrick with a sickle. Oh great, Mr. Krabs is also trying to win. The phrase, the cornucopias replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Goofy Goober sets an explosive off, killing me and Mr. Krabs. No, 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 no! Why? And all these people just grab stuff and avoid conflict. Oh, and Fred kills Hans for his supplies. Leg versus arm, I guess? It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll see you again. Pearl dies. Day 8. I ambush Manra and kill him. Yes, there's still hope for me. The handsome me. Goofy Goober throws a knife into Frenchie's head. And realistic Fishhead cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Oh, he flopped literally. Wow. So many people are already dead. Night 8. Greg severely injures Fred and leaves him to die. Handsome Me, Plankton, and Anchovies cheerfully sing songs, and Goofy Goober and Old Man Jenkins sleep in shifts. Day 9. Goofy Goober severely injures Gary, but puts him out of his misery. Plankton sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Anchovy silently snaps Old Man Jenkins' neck, and I just try to sleep through the entire day. I need to get my beauty sleep. Night 9. More singing, more humming. Night 10, since nothing happened at day 10. I'm unable to start a fire. Goofy Goober throws a knife into Anchovy's head, and Plankton cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Day 11, Handsome Squidward kills Goofy Goober while he is resting. Wait, but that means I win! Well, Handsome Me wins, but still, I win! Handsome Me wins, yes! This is still a good thing! This is still a victory for me! Yeah! Oh, this was some game. The handsome version of me won out of the 48 people here. This is a story I will tell to my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren. The tale of Squidward the Handsome. No, seriously guys, this legitimately happened. I honestly can't believe this. The Hunger Games, the SpongeBob SquarePants Hunger Games. And ha! SpongeBob, you loser, you only got 35th place. But it's surprising that King Neptune got 39th. Either way, Handsome Me wins, and that's all that matters. Anyways, thank you all for watching the ultimate SpongeBob SquarePants Hunger Games, and thank you for all your support. Blah blah blah, goodbye. I won the Hunger Games.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll see you again. Oh!